State of the Union address like the one President Obama delivers on Tuesday night, a unique opportunity for the White House to lay out its agenda and goals for the country. So what can we expect Tuesday night? President Obama's last speeches might give us a lot of clues, too. William LaJeunesse is live on that. He's in Los Angeles. What have you discovered from speeches past, William?
I would say skip the popcorn and just grab the salt, a big grain of salt. When the president pledges to add jobs, freeze spending, cut taxes, waste and red tape, should you believe that words actually matter, or do you dismiss it as typical political hype? Well, here's a look back at what the president did and did not get done.
Tonight, I am proposing...
Call them promises or proposals.
Starting this year, we freeze annual domestic spending for the next 5 years.
Some come true, others don't.
We'll bring down costs by changing the way our government pays for Medicare.
Medicare spending did slow by 2%.
I pledged to cut the deficit in half by the end of my first term in office.
He did. The deficit fell by $700 billion. He also taxed the rich, regulated banks, and ended the war in Iraq.
We will double our exports over the next 5 years.
Exports actually rose 40%.
We will double this nation's supply of renewable energy in the next 3 years.
Renewables grew by only 20%.
Tonight, I'm directing my administration to open more than 75% of our potential offshore oil and gas resources.
True but misleading. Most of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Alaskan waters remain off limits.
Critical step in winning the future is to make sure we aren't buried under a mountain of debt.
But the debt actually increased $4 trillion. As he prepares for Tuesday's State of the Union, perhaps the president will recall this from 2 years ago.
Our government shouldn't make promises we cannot keep, but we must keep the promises we've already made.
So what the State of the Union is really about is the president's vision of a perfect world, what he would do if there was no Congress, no courts, and unlimited money. Bill, as we know, those things all have a way of getting in the way of a good speech.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you, William. Tomorrow night, prime time. William LaJeunesse in our West Coast Bureau.